Look at the contrast here. On the left, a typical commercial breakfast bar. On the right, raw, whole ingredients. The common assumption is that eating anything in the morning is a health win, but the actual quality of these choices dictates your metabolic state for the rest of the day. The reality is that many foods marketed as healthy morning staples, like flavored yogurts or instant oatmeal packets, can actually work against your ability to stay focused. These convenience items are frequently engineered with added sugars. When consumed, they immediately interfere with your body's natural blood sugar regulation. This graph tracks that interference. Your blood sugar spikes, providing a temporary burst of energy, then quickly plummets into a valley well below your starting baseline. That 10 a.m. brain fog and intense hunger aren't a failure of your willpower. They are the physiological response to a food industry that prioritizes shelf life and convenience over your metabolic health. To fix this, we have evaluated 10 specific foods based on a strict framework: the actual minutes they require to prepare versus the duration of the energy they provide. Consistent morning energy doesn't come from a generic list of superfoods. It comes from using strategic combinations tailored to the time you actually have before leaving the house. We can map these choices on the morning matrix. Prep time is on the horizontal axis, while the duration of the energy you feel runs vertically. The top right quadrant is the domain of the metabolic optimizer. These foods require a higher time investment, but they offer the longest sustained energy release. Whole eggs are the primary input in this category. Eggs deliver high-quality protein, healthy fats, and choline for brain development. Research shows that including them at breakfast can lead to a decrease in total calories consumed throughout the rest of the day. The trade-off is the time required. The active pan time and cleanup make eggs a difficult choice if your schedule is already at its limit. Plain, unflavored oatmeal is the second heavyweight in this quadrant. Pure oats contain beta-glucan, a fiber that actively lowers LDL cholesterol and creates a feeling of fullness that lasts until lunch. To maintain that energy, you have to manage a specific trade-off. Oats are carbohydrate-heavy. To prevent a subsequent energy dip, they must be paired with a fat or protein source, like almond butter or soy milk. If you choose the convenient pre-flavored packets, you are essentially trading those health benefits for a dose of artificial flavor and added sugar. These heavyweight foods provide the most stable, long-lasting energy release in the matrix, but only if you have time to prepare them correctly. For the time-poor professional, we look at the top left quadrant. These are fast, low-prep solutions that still aim for high satiety. Protein shakes and plain Greek yogurt are near-instant options. These provide high-volume protein and support your immune system through probiotics. Because they are low in caloric density, they are highly effective for weight management. The trade-off here is the need for intense label reading. Manufacturers often add hidden sugars and sweeteners to these products, which can negate their metabolic benefits. If you need a fast source of carbohydrates, bananas and whole beet toast are the most accessible foundations. Bananas provide potassium and resistant starch, which supports digestion without the bloating associated with processed snacks. Whole wheat bread is a unique case. The physical process of toasting it alters its glucose levels, lowering its glycemic index and making it a safer option for your blood sugar than raw bread. However, if you eat these carbohydrates entirely alone, they will digest too quickly and cause a sharp energy spike. To sustain your energy, these must be paired with a fat or protein to slow down the digestive process. Convenience is only a benefit if you apply strict ingredient curation and mandatory macronutrient pairing to avoid the metabolic trap of a quick sugar crash. We can further optimize these fast options using multipliers. These are items that require zero extra prep time, but push our base foods higher up the satiety axis. Flaxseed, berries, and nuts can be sprinkled onto your oats, yogurt, or toast in seconds. These additions provide a concentrated dose of antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids. Regular intake is linked to a measurable reduction in systemic inflammation and heart disease risk. The trade-off is caloric density. Nuts and nut butters are energy-dense, and mindless portioning can easily lead to a significant caloric surplus. Black coffee serves as our final multiplier. It contains antioxidants that neutralize free radicals and has been shown to improve glucose metabolism. The trade-off is how you take it. Using coffee as a meal replacement can spike stress hormones, and adding heavy cream or sugar cancels out the metabolic advantages. These multipliers upgrade the nutritional profile of a fast meal without adding morning prep time, provided you maintain discipline over portion sizes. Success in the morning isn't about finding a single perfect food. It is about choosing a combination you can consistently execute within your actual schedule. This decision tree maps out your routine based on your primary constraint, time. Path A is for those with under 3 minutes. Attempting to cook in this window usually leads to failure and a default to a fast food drive-thru. Your optimal path is a sugar-free protein shake, a banana, and a measured handful of nuts. This maximizes your macronutrients with zero actual cooking. Path B is for those with 5 to 10 minutes. This is the most effective route if your focus is on gut health and longevity. Your meal is plain Greek yogurt fortified with flaxseed and fresh berries. Path C is for the optimizer with 15 minutes or more. This path utilizes cooked eggs and whole wheat toast for the most comprehensive energy profile. Choose the path that matches your reality. Once you have the nutrition set, pair it with 10 minutes of morning movement to lock in your metabolic profile. Tell me which time path you're choosing in the comments below.